The job of writing involves so many different aspects. I'm sure that over the past 30 years that I've been in this field, I've spent more time trying to get work than I have actually writing, by a factor of about 10.
Being a freelance writer entails really hustling to support yourself, and it's not like the jobs are just sitting there and you just sit and they fall into your lap. You've got to really hustle to get work. I'd say overwhelmingly most of us are extremely middle-class people, pretty much struggling to get by with freelance work. So it's the writers who are not compensated, and it's just wrong. It's not a large amount of money for something that turns out to be hugely profitable for the companies that produce these shows. And having union coverage makes all the difference in the world. I remember when I first joined the Writers Guild, I wasn't quite sure what a union was, and I didn't know what it would do for me or what I was supposed to do for it. And then really quickly, I started understanding what the benefits were, because I remembered so clearly what it was like to work on uncovered work. It made really clear sense to me when I started seeing more money, when I started qualifying for health insurance, when I suddenly had a pension plan, which I'd never had before.
I was diagnosed in 2008 with throat cancer, and I had an extremely difficult, insanely expensive course of treatment, which would have beyond bankrupted me had it not been for the fact that the Writers Guild has been able to negotiate with the producers a really good health insurance plan. And virtually everything was covered. It probably did save my life, because I probably wouldn't have been able to get the level of care that I got. The Writers Guild has made it possible for writing to be a profession rather than a dream.
These are middle-class issues that affect all of us. We're all dealing with health issues, with family issues, with trying to save money for our retirement, with trying to get by when the job market is really terrible. And all of the things the Guild does very much addresses these things. It draws a line in the sand, so everything we've fought for over the years doesn't get rolled back every time an individual needs to re-up a contract, because you have more power when you're bargaining collectively.